Hey there, I'm Sarah Clark, and welcome to Clark Academy 101. If you've ever felt like your weaknesses hold you back, this video is for you. Because today, I'm going to show you how to uncover your hidden strengths, turn setbacks into opportunities, and finally own what makes you brilliant. By the end, you'll see why success isn't about fixing yourself, it's about leaning all the way into what already makes you shine. So grab a notebook, get comfortable, and let's dive in. You know, I'll be the first to admit, I should never be in charge of booking my own flights. Too many tabs, too many options, and honestly, cities that sound way too similar. Charleston, Charlotte, Charlottesville, they all blur together in my brain. Once, I sat at the gate early, proud of myself for being organized, only to realize I was panicking over the wrong city. By the time I figured it out, my actual flight had already taken off, without me. Now, I laugh about it. Because here's the truth, I'll never be good at geography, and that's okay. My success doesn't depend on fixing every weakness, it comes from doubling down on what I am good at. And that's exactly what I want to share with you. Most of us have been taught that success means smoothing out all our rough edges. Be more organized. Stop overthinking. Try to be well-rounded. But let's flip that idea on its head. What if the very things you see as flaws are actually your biggest strengths? Take impulsivity. Sure, it can make planning tough. But it also makes you a quick thinker, a risk taker, and an action taker while everyone else is still overanalyzing. Or sensitivity. Maybe people told you you're too emotional. But that really means you're deeply empathetic, intuitive, and capable of connecting with people in a way most can't. Even overthinking has its upside. It means you're detail-oriented, analytical, and able to spot solutions others overlook. The problem isn't you. The problem is measuring yourself against the wrong standards. So how do you start leaning into your brilliance? First, notice what pulls you in naturally. What energizes you? What makes hours disappear in minutes? Those are signs of your strengths. If you constantly feel forced or drained, you're probably pushing against the grain instead of aligning with it. Second, redefine success on your own terms. Success doesn't have to look like checking boxes or following someone else's blueprint. It's about knowing what works for you and owning it. Now let's talk setbacks, because life doesn't always go as planned. Too many people waste time asking, why is this happening to me? But a better question is, what is this happening for? Maybe you missed an opportunity, a deal fell through, or plans crumbled. Instead of spiraling, look for the open door. Because setbacks are often just redirections in disguise. When something falls apart, you have two choices, resist it or get curious. Curiosity shifts you from a why me to a what can I learn? What's possible now? That shift changes everything. And here's something most people miss, success isn't just about what you're good at, it's about what lights you up. Think about it. Talent without passion is just a job. Talent with passion? That's a calling. So ask yourself, what work makes hours fly by? What problems do you feel pulled to solve? What do people always ask for your help with? Those are clues. That's where skill and passion overlap, and that overlap is where your purpose lives. Of course, doubling down on strengths isn't always encouraged. From school to work, we're told to be well-rounded. But let's be honest, do you want a pretty well-rounded surgeon? Or do you want the absolute best heart surgeon who lives and breathes their craft? Exactly. If you want to thrive, stop wasting energy fixing what's wrong with you. Instead, sharpen what you're already brilliant at. That means spotting your standout strengths, refusing to bury them, and finding environments that let you use them to the fullest. Because when you lean all the way in, momentum takes over, and burnout fades away. And here's the part that changes everything, confidence. Confidence doesn't come from waiting for someone else to validate you. It comes from trusting your instincts, your intuition, and your expertise. Your intuition isn't some mystical thing. It's the sum of everything you've learned, seen, and experienced, your brain connecting patterns faster than conscious thought. The problem is, most of us have been trained to ignore it. But when you stop overthinking and start trusting yourself, decisions become clearer. Confidence grows. success stops feeling like an uphill battle. Influence works the same way. You don't become influential by being decent at everything. You become influential by being the go-to person for something specific. And you can do the same. Identify your natural strengths, look for the patterns where you use them without even realizing it, and then amplify them. When you show up consistently in your strengths, opportunities start chasing you. So let's bring it full circle. I'll never be the best at geography. Flights to Charleston and Charlotte will always trip me up. But instead of wasting energy trying to fix that, I focus on what I am great at. And that's the move I want for you too. You don't need to be good at everything. You just need to go all in on what makes you brilliant. Because when you do, life doesn't just get easier, it pulls you in. That's when real success takes off. If this message resonated with you, hit that like button, subscribe to Clark Academy 101, and share this with someone who needs the reminder that they're not broken, they're brilliant. And tell me in the comments, what's one strength you're ready to double down on today? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.